Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So yeah, I'm filming in the kitchen, a little bit different than normal, but since today's video is all about cooking, I figured I would film in the kitchen. So yeah, today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips for stress-free cooking, which this time of year, I think we could all use. So let's jump right in. My number one tip is keep an organized kitchen, an organized pantry, an organized refrigerator, freezer, anything. Just keep it organized. Trust me, it's easier to cook and to want to cook if you can go into your kitchen, find everything you need, and don't have to struggle to get to something or struggle to find something. Number 2 is prep ingredients in advance, or just prep stuff in advance in general. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be as soon as you get home from the store, because trust me, I am not one of those people. But if I have the time to prep ingredients before they have to be used, it's a lot easier and it saves time in the long run if I'm not having to chop and then cook and then have it done in a certain amount of time, because it's never going to work for me. So I always try to prep ingredients in advance. And a lot of things you can freeze. Like, you can chop an onion and freeze it. You can cut up. It's just pretty much anything can go in the fridge or be frozen. And if that works best for you, then do that. That way you have your ingredients prepped. Number 3 is figure out time frames and timetables for when you are cooking. Like, if I have something and I know it's going to cook for an hour in the oven and everything else is going to take 30, 15, 20 minutes, then that's what I do. I start with the thing that's going to take the longest amount of time, and then I break it down farther into, okay, so this is going to take the least amount of time, and this is going to, so I just do it that way, and it's easier for me to cook and stay organized while I'm cooking if I'm doing it that way. Okay, my 4th tip is to cook in bulk. I know not everybody likes cooking in bulk, and for some people cooking in bulk can be stressful, but for me, if I can make a recipe, make it once, and have leftovers or have enough that I can store in the freezer for a later date, then it's not stressful for me. Because if I'm making chili or soup or something, most likely I'm going to make a lot more than my family's going to eat within like 2 or 3 days, because that's pretty much how long I'll leave some. 2-3 days is if I haven't eaten it in that amount of time, and it goes in the freezer and I'll eat it later. And of course, you can always cook and freeze stuff anyway. I don't do that. I'm not going to make a pot of chili just to make a pot of chili and throw it in the freezer. And I know some people do not like to store food like that. It doesn't bother me. I've never had an issue with anything. So, yeah. And if it's stressful for you to cook in bulk, then don't. And I'm not saying like cooking enough to feed a whole army. I'm cooking like if I'm gonna make soup, and I'll make like a double batch and I'll freeze part of it. Or sometimes I'll just make the single batch and I'll still end up having enough to freeze. But that way all I'd have to do later is pull it out of the freezer, and I don't have to worry about cooking one night. I just have to worry about heating it up. Okay, so that brings me to my 5th and final tip, which is start in a clean kitchen start in a clean space. Keep your space as clean as possible while you're cooking, and clean as you go, and make cleanup as simple as possible. Parchment paper, the air fryer liners, aluminum foil, whatever you want, that stuff is your friend. I hate cooking and then having a giant mess afterwards. So I love to be able to keep cleanup as simple as possible and to clean as I go and to start in a clean, organized space. I cannot cook in a dirty space. I've done it, but I do not like to do it. So that's going to be it for my 5 tips on how to keep cooking stress-free. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit the red subscribe button down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you for my next video. Bye-bye.